the edge. Feel like I'm floating through the air. The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still, hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear I weighed the person you are. Oh, break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless. Wishing that I could run away with you. Imprisoned by fear, just pull me away, pull me away. Secret fantasies of me. Will they ever see the light of day, light of day? I don't know where you are, but I will find you. I will find you. So if you're out there, just run until the edge and fall into me and see where this could end. Make our own life and leave this world behind. Can you hear me? Do you feel me? Wishing that I could run away with you. Imprisoned by fear, just pull me away, pull me away. Secret fantasies of me. Will they ever see the light of day, light of day?
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another AFR broadcast. This time we're coming to you with the Tier 2 Championship here in Monza. Looks like a nice overcast day for qualifying. Not quite sure what the conditions will be for the race, but I'm sure we'll get an update as things progress. Okay, so we have what looks to be 12 drivers in tonight's session. Got a couple of actually, no, I thought I saw a new guy there. No, I did not. Okay, so, all regular drivers. Here are the cars warming up to get ready to exit the pits. So, we should be in for a pretty good Tier 2 session, hopefully. A bit of an update here on the championship coach, currently in first position, winning the last 3 races. And looks like getting the fastest lap on 2 of them. So good job from him. He's currently at 240 points on the Drivers' Championship. T-Mac right behind on his tail with 152, having an unfortunate race at Spa. Great battle, and then into the last lap, up through El Rouge, into Radion, spun off the track, completely broke onto the side. So that was very unfortunate from him, which caused him to finish 11th position, which took quite a beating with 0 points. But he is still in second place, 152, so hopefully he'll be able to make some of that up with tonight's race. Combat Rat coming up in third with 117 points. Looking at the Constructors' Championship, Renault out in front with 280, and Mercedes with 204, and Ferrari in third with 185. So we'll see if they can do a little bit better here at their home track. Hopefully. See how it goes. So I'm going to be commentating this with Nut. He's just away at the moment, but I'm sure he'll be back soon. And yeah, hopefully we can get some pretty good racing in today. So as everyone's making their way on their outlaps, trying to get some heat in so we can set some pretty fast times. So it looks like McLaren's out on his flying. Let's see what his times are like through Sector 1. Through Lesmos. Oh, T-Mac having a bit of an issue there. Hopefully he'll be able to rejoin. Section. Matt making his way down now into Ascari. 53.3 on the sector clock. As they move into sector 3 and to finish the lap. Oh, sector 2 yellow flag. Looks like a hold up there with both Mercedes cars. Up through Parabolica. And it'll cross the line. Let's have a look. Will it be in the 120s? Yes, it will. 120.7, which puts him in second place. And his teammate, Shrimp, with a 120.5. So first and second for both of them. Coach comes past with a 125.40. So 3 1/1000ths of a second difference. And Coach has managed to get that pole position with Shrimp now in second and Matt in third. Impulse comes across with a 120.9 and Red Panda with a 121.1. So the two Ferrari drivers side by side. Oh, sorry, next to each other, not side by side on the grid because Red Panda is fifth. C Carrot with a 122.4. Zudix with a 122.9. Combat Rat with a 136.3. Jacob Meister with a 140.3. Still waiting on CK80, T-Mac and Skins to do their laps. Jump on board with T-Mac as he tries to finish up his lap. He starts his flying, I should say. Minutes to go here in the session. Looks like CK sets his lap time, a 122.0. Not bad, puts him in 6th position. T-Mac makes his way up to the Parabolica. Oh. we are on board. Teammate, let's have a look at how he can perform on his flying lap. Through the first sector he goes. Full speed, 8th gear DRS on 351 kilometers an hour up into that first technical. Here we go. To get good exit speed. Could have gone a little bit wider, but that's okay. Pushes forward. We'll have a look at his sector time as he's coming past the timeline now. Here we go. 24, 25, 25.944. It's both apexes pretty good as Shrimp improves with a 119.9. Knocking Coach down from first to second. See if Team Mac can disrupt them any further. He's coming down that straight up towards Ascari. He'll cross the sector 2 time there on a 52.8. Keep it nice and tidy there. Nice exit there. 340 kilometers an hour. Just under. Down through the gears into 4th. Using the track. All the way out to the curve. Let's have a look. 118, 119. It's going to hit the 119.6. And T-Mac sets the fastest lap so far to put himself on that pole position. So a good drive from the Toro Rosso. He'll be happy with that one. Sector 2 there. Racing point pulling over. Revo reckons T-Mac will bin it at Ascari. Alright, we'll have a look. Here we are on board with the Ferrari here at Monza, the Temple of Speed. We'll see what he can do on his flying lap as Red Panda makes his way through Sector 1 now. Will he be able to clear Coach for the end of the first technical? Yes, he does. Into turn 1, into turn 2. Nice snapback there using that curve. Punching up through the gears now as he makes his way into the Biasono curve. And then down through into the second technical. Hard on the brakes, turns in, nice little apex there, another one as well, keeps off the gravel. Good choice, down into 4th now as he comes to the first of the Lesmo corners. Uses the nice exit curve. Down again. It's a nice speed carry through there, into the DRS zone. Seeing a strong time here from the Ferrari. Up through the straight, down into Ascari. How much speed can he maintain? Oh, he's pushing the limits there. Nice out of exit. Makes his way now through Sector 3. Into the Parabolica. Just under 340. Seen at 115 already through the mid-corner. It's probably going to be quite a strong time. Will it be in the 119s or just under? Ooh, a 120.01. Which puts the Ferrari on the 3rd place. Great improvement there from Red Panda. Combat Rat just got disqualified from going the wrong way. There he is driving at the back of, coming up to the Parabolica now, so he must have a bit of a spin. It seems. It's Coach. His next flying lap. See if he can improve it all. 400ths up on his time. Hits the 2 apexes. Zudik's in the way, but he moves out. Job. Oh, he halted in 5th through that first corner. Okay. A little bit different. And he halted in 5th again. Now into the DRS zone as he comes underneath that high Rolex bridge, sorry. It'll hit that, trigger that. Yep, 1/10 up on his time. So Coach is doing pretty well. But I mean, at this point, he's only going to improve by, I mean, into the 120.4. So it's not going to be too much of an improvement. But we'll have to see how much time he can gain coming through this last section. That Renault punching through into the 119. 119.8. Alright, so Coach putting himself there on second. Good drive from him. Shrimp now in third, with T-Mac still holding that top spot. As everyone has now set a lap, unfortunate for Combat Rat with the disqualification, so he will have to start at the back. Jump on board with Skins. Just starts his out lap now. Sea Carrot's on a flying lap, trying to follow that Alpha. A little bit tight there from the Red Bull, but let's have a look. Sector 2 time, what are we looking? +5, had a really bad lap this one, so that's going to be a bit of a bin. Four minutes and 40 seconds to go as T-Mac improves yet again in that Red Bull Toro Rosso. 119.48. Here we go. On board the Mercedes. How much of an improvement can we see? Currently in ninth with the 121.3. Into the first technical. Nice exit. Makes its way down into the second technical. Second one will trigger. Above below. Above 8/100ths. Oh, there's CK80 into the wall there. It's not stationary, it's not moving, so I think he's just waiting for the traffic to get out of the way before he restarts. Yep, there it is. Okay, so Skins just going past there was 6/10 up on his time, so that's actually going to be quite a ridiculous improvement. Might just shoot him up back into the third contention. Let's have a look. Using a little bit too much curve, but we'll have a look. 119, 120.1. That's a bit of an improvement. Gets him up to 6th position, right behind the McLaren of Matt. 2 minutes 48 to go. Nice little cut there. CK80 pulls himself into the pits. Through a unfortunate spin there into the wall. Okay, so Carrot making his way now to that last corner. We go Honda Power. What can it give us here at the Temple of Speed? Crosses the line, starts sector 1. Making his way down into the first technical. Pushing the car to its limit. Ooh, put the wheels on the grass there. Lost a little bit of traction and completely loses all braking ability. Skids wide off the track there. That's going to be a bin lap for Sea Carrot. minute 10 to go. We've got a Ferrari parked off the side of the road. Looks like that is Red Panda. And Alfa Romeo parked out as well. That's Jacob Meister. Here we go, on board the coach. Let's see how much of an improvement he can do. Going through that sector 1 now. We've seen improvement. Oh, unfortunately, down by 900ths. Off to a bad start. Can he make it up for the rest of the lap though? Coming into that straight, making its way out to Ascari. Across the Rolex Bridge. Hit the down by 800ths. So won't be seeing an improvement time here for coach. Looks like 4th will be his, as of course the other driver decides to improve from then on bottom. Or can coach see the improvement that he requires on this last straight? It's only 1/1000th in it between him and Impulse, but unfortunately no, 3 1/1000ths betrayed him. And that leaves him there in 4th as we see everyone else making their way. Let's have a look at T-Mac. Will he improve? Oh, and he does a 119.265 to solidify that easy pole. Shrimp up by 8, down by 800, so I don't think he'll be able to. No, puts it into the wall. He'll be in 2nd there. Looks like Matt's trying to finish up his lap. Ooh. Really far on the inside there, not sure if it's considered a cut. But what will his second 3 time look like? There's got a yellow flag there for one of the Mercedes. It's just pulled over. Matt coming across that parabolica now. 119. Oh, he did improve it to 119.999. Good job there from the McLaren. Good pulling into the pits there. So that will be qualifying done. Zunich retired from the session. Have to monitor that one, see what's going on. Okay, so after that qualifying session, T-Mac is your leader on pole with a 119.2. Shrimp right alongside him with a 119.7. Impulse with a 119.8. Great job with the Ferrari there. Coach with a 119.8 as well. Matt with a 119.999. McLaren, Red Panda in 6th there with a 120.0 for the Ferraris. And unfortunate for Combat Rat with his disqualification, so he will be starting at the back. But I do believe we have a couple more drivers that have joined us, so he might not start all the way at the back. Be a bit of a saviour there.
Yeah, I only just made it back.
There we are. Nut has returned.
Yeah, I was going to attend to my neck. It was on a bit of spaz.
That's alright, mate. Okay.
So it looks like T-Mac definitely had the upper hand. He sort of blitzed everyone else.
He's been practicing.
Yep.
So we'll see whether or not he can make it the full race distance. Last time at Spark didn't end up too well for him. So hopefully he does not have a repeat. Revo's already expressed that he thinks he'll bin it at Ascari. It would be quite the sight to see. Just waiting on drivers to finalise their fuel strategies and race strategies.
I don't really know why the game shows this, the view of the pit lane as opposed to like the pit straight or something. Must be waiting for cars. It makes way more sense.
Yeah. I'm really interested to see if they make any spectator improvements for the 2020 title.
They would be nice.
Yeah. Hopefully we'll see some cool improvements there.
But then it is Codemasters, so I wouldn't hold my breath.
Yeah, no, it's probably bad for your health. Oh boy. Oh, sorry if I yawn during the stream. I am very tired. Oh, okay, so the session is starting now. 20 seconds. We'll be able to kick things off here at Monza. Right, so grid going out for their formation lap. T-Mac there up on pole. Good job from him to put it there. See if he can make the Toro Rosso camp proud. Who do you think's going to shine here today, Nut?
Well, I mean, obviously T-Mac looks like he might have a pace advantage, but he has to hold it together for the whole race. Shrimp, I think in the last race he did pretty well until he binned it, but he was on course, I think, for a podium in the last race, I think it was, until he had issues, so he could go well as well. Coach obviously sitting in a sort of position to sort of ready to pounce, I guess. The others, I don't know, we'll see, I guess. Yeah.
Looking forward to see what comes of CRX's race. Of course, CRX being a nominally T1 driver, but he is jumping in for T2 just to spice up the grid. So we'll see how much of a dent he makes in T2 as we got all the cars weaving back and forth, trying to get heat into those tyres, get the most optimum start. It's about 150 metres from start line to corner. You need all the help you can get.
The problem with the first corner is a tricky corner to get right.
Hopefully we won't see...
We're going to see at least one wing, I think, go flying first corner.
Hopefully we won't see a repeat of La Source last week in T2 where we had 4 wide coming into it.
Oh, yeah, was that? Yeah, that didn't go so well for me.
Everybody lining up there on the back of the grid. Okay, so lights are ready to go. Already got a yellow flag, that's a good sign. And lights are out, the grid is taking off. There we go, smoke flying up everywhere as everyone makes their way down to turn 1. So far so good, but knowing the chaos of tier 2, this might get ugly really quick. There we go, great job by Shaw. Okay, so T-Mac's forced to go the shortcut route as everyone's trying to funnel their way into that first technical. We've got CRX still at the back, so T-Mac does lose a position as Shrimp makes his way past. Impulse just behind there.
Not the best of starts.
Oh, T-Mac off on the side again. I think he's got some problems with his brakes. Doesn't seem to be able to pull up that car. Yeah.
So no good start for him or for Conley, but this doesn't really hurt Conley, whereas T-Mac is screwed in the middle.
So interesting development here as we come to the end of lap 1. T-Mac now in 4th due to some pretty abysmal braking attempts. Coach right behind him in 5th. Red Panda closing up the gap as well. Let's jump on board with him, see if we can see anything developing. Coach tries to go up on the outside of T-Mac here into the Parabolica, and he does. Very good pass there on the right. But T-Mac will probably have quite a good tow. Coming into turn 1, this might get hectic. Let's have a look. T-Mac's probably going to go for the attempt. He goes on the outside. Coach sets him off. Coach has put himself really, really well in the middle of the track there. Oh my God, Red Panda having to take all of the dodge route. Almost collecting the back of that Toro.
They'll let to go with first lap for T-Mac. I'm not sure what happened.
Just having to get into everything. Got a couple of position changes. Red Panda, unfortunately, binning it a little bit. So I'm sure he'll be able to make it up. CRX makes his way past CK80 at the back there. Coming up onto the Scary Straight. Set the 2 yellow flag. Ooh, a little bit wide there for Red Panda. But look at Skins coming right up on the back of Sea Carrot here. Makes his way down on the inside. Great move by the Mercedes. But he goes way wide. He can't hold the line and he comes back in. What a bet! Oh no. Oh my God. He's rejoined, not looking at traffic. And he's collected Red Panda. And it's caused Red Panda to snap both end plates off. And he's going to have to pit. That's going to be pretty... Oh, no way.
I think Jacob may have been caught up in that as well.
Didn't quite see that one, but what I did notice that Skins overtook and unfortunately rejoined too fast, collecting Red Panda.
And Skins won at turn 1 as well. Just to make things worse.
He's going to have to recover now. Unfortunate for Red Panda and Skins, but that's how racing goes. CK80 has rejoined us. Up there in 9th. Let's jump up the field. On board with T-Macers.
So it's a bit of an unlikely sort of podium on that one. So a bit of a change from usual, so we'll see how they go.
It's T-Mac making up gap here on Coach in the Renault. Is he going to try and attempt? No. Looks like he'll just fall in line as they move through the Parabolica. Looks like he'll try and take him onto the main straight into the first technical because, of course, DRS is so powerful here on this track. Coach does have it as well. Let's have a look. Will T-Mac make the brake marker this time? Hard on the brakes. Through the gears. He has to dodge Coach. Oof. Good move there from T-Mac to avoid the collision. Looks like Coach pulled up way quicker than T-Mac thought he would. CRX gets a 3-second time penalty at the back. Coach gets the overtake there as Matt goes a little bit too wide. So he'll have to fall in line now. He's going to try and chase up the back of that Toro Rosso. T-Mac currently in 4th. See if he can try and climb his way back to the front. Oh, Matt goes a little bit too hard. A little bit too hard there on the brakes.
Lost his spot to Sea Carrot.
Red Bull taking up the advantage. Nice. Alright, so on board again with T-Mac as they move into the main straight. T-Mac still within 1 second as they went through the detection zone, so the DRS will be on his case. I don't think Coach has it. No, he doesn't. But T-Mac is a little bit too far.
Yeah, he is further back.
A little bit too far for it to make. Oh my God. No, he does pull up the time. That's good. We've got a sector 2 yellow flag. And Skins did just have an off. So he now has to recover. He's back there in 13th. Unfortunate.
does look like Formally is catching Impulse. Obviously the DRS as well. It's a bit of DRS training there.
So like 5:27, Shrimp is your leader by about 2.4 seconds. Impulse doing a fairly good job to keep the Ferrari there in second. The coach is barreling down on him and T-Mac on him. So it's going to be up to Impulse to try and defend well, try and keep that position. So how will this all pan out now? Lap 6 has just been started. His teammate makes his way across the line. Here we go into DRS mode. Can he catch Coach by the end? 0.4 is a reasonable gap, but I think Coach has got DRS as well, so it's going to make it hard. And Jacob Meister at the back there. Looks like he's got the overtake there on the Williams. Yes, he does. And CRX does the same on the racing point. Excuse me. We have two position changes here at the back. See if Jacob Meister can catch down the racing point. Closest gap on the field is still T-Mac 0.4 behind the Renault coach.
As usual, Conley's got a full bar of VRs. So he's just sort of biding his time a bit, trying to catch up to the car in front. T-Mac's all over him.
There we go. So, coach goes a little bit too far out. T-Mac way past. But that's going to put coach in the DRS detection zone. So we'll see what that's going to be like. 0.2 is quite a significant gap for that DRS effectiveness.
Yeah, and T-Mac didn't get the best effects of Parabolica, so Conley, I assume, is probably going to zoom past again.
Oh, we've got a yellow flag there. It looks like CK80 has had a spin. This coach tries to make his way down. Let's have a look. Yep, he is off the track there in the Parabolica. A lot of speed carried through there. And when you put too much front load, not enough turn, you do tend to spin out. So T-Mac right up on the back of this Ferrari. Impulse doing everything he can to keep the position. Toro Rosso wants him to get out of the way. And coach waiting just in the shadows there to see if he can pounce on any unfortunate battle movements that come out of this. Great 3-car procession here though. See Coach doing good job there to keep up. Matt gets the overtake on C-Carrot there into 5th. Impulse goes a little bit wide. That's going to scrub some time.
So surprisingly, actually, even though there was probably like 2nd, 3rd, 4th, Shrimp hasn't really pulled away. Whereas I thought he might have done. So I guess it just shows that the cars behind him probably swapping the pace.
Yeah, that's right. T-Mac goes a little bit too wide, which is going to give Coach quite a good advantage coming into this main straight. But T-Mac is holding the line. Will Coach be able to brake just that little bit later to get the turn in? Yes, he does. Good job there. We've got a sector 2 down in Memphis. Stalls it as well. Right at the back. It's an unfortunate race for him. So Coach and T-Mac swap places. Impulse still in 2nd with a 2.5 gap, so the gap has increased between him and the race leader, Impulse.
That releases Conley and T-Mac quite conveniently.
Ooh, loses traction. Just went down 4 positions rather. Now
so
Combat.
gap of 3 seconds between Shrimp and Conley, so I guess we'll see how fast that comes down possibly.
Combat takes the advantage there in Impulse. Now on the back foot. See if he can make it back up. A little bit of a toe coming into Parabolica. don't think T-Mac will catch him here, but he'll definitely catch him in the DRS because Coach does not have it. As T-Mac will if they move through the detection zone. Ooh, a little bit of a curve there for T-Mac. Here we are, DRS. Good for about 15-20 kph, so it's going to catch up fairly quickly. So Combat Sea Carrot fighting it out here on the main straight.
Pulse half spins again.
CK80 in position there as Zudix is the first car on the grid to pit. Actually, no, sorry, that would be Memphis. Skins did that.
I'm surprised Impulse hasn't pitted, but he's sort of re-spun himself essentially twice. Those tyres, and I thought you'd probably want to stop more.
Yeah, the deg's probably going to be pretty high on those softs after those spins.
Yeah, so with this game, it seems pretty unforgiving. Once you've spun a tiny bit, you've pretty much ruined your tyres. So.
Sector 3 yellow flag, and that is Memphis out of the race. He did crash into the wall at Parabolica. You'll probably see it on board there. He is off to the left. Shrimp comes round. An unfortunate race for Skins, and Shrimp goes into the pits there as Coach decides to stay out. T-Mac in tow. We'll be able to catch him though. Coach does the great move, puts himself on the inside, leaving T-Mac nowhere to go. Sea Carrot gets a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Ooh. It's like the harshest penalty in the game. Like 5-second penalty for something so easy to do.
Yeah.
Oh, CK80 also picks one up. Alright, so we are lap 10 of 27, so we still have more than half the race to go. T-Mac 0.5 behind Coach here. Could we see another down to the wire battle like we did at Spa? But hopefully this time a little bit more favourable.
A bit more racing, a bit less pressure.
An excellent exit there from T-Max, who's going to get a great tow into Parabolica. He decided to break it early, not sure what the thought process there was.
Maybe he just wants to stay behind to get DRS or something like this. At the same time, the problem is I think if you're pitting.
Ooh, both of them going to the pits. Oh, they're going to hit the hard. Whew, man. Both of them avoiding pit lane speed infractions.
Sometimes if you follow a car too closely, you actually end up sometimes crashing into them because they're so close you can't react. So if they make a mistake or a slightly unusual maneuver, so sometimes it's better to hang back a bit, I find.
Yes, we had a bit of...
T-Mac has jumped Conley in the pits.
Matt just went off the track there. Oh, wow, T-Mac came out way ahead.
Yeah.
Good move there from the Toro Rosso team.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if Conley maybe got held a bit, or maybe if he wasn't very fast on the trigger to release him, but it's cost him a bit. But he is still in DRS at the moment at least, so should be able to stay with him.
So Coach's gap has just increased to 1.2. T-Mac absolutely flooring it out of the gate. CK80 trying to make a move there on the Williams. Side by side at this point. Into the second technical. This is not where you want to be. He does back off a little bit, so Zudix holds his position. Good job there from the Williams driver. I can't imagine the Racing Point's going to let him have it for too long. Oh my god! Way wide! CK80 not being able to make that corner. Luckily, no damage. Just has to put himself back on track. Zudix gets away with that one. Coach is now 1 second behind T-Mac there. More and more time getting put between those two. Not a good look for the Renault. Oh, CRX and Jacob Master trying to fight at it here.
What a mistake by teammate. Come on, he's all over him again.
God, he's dropped it down to point 2.
Yeah, he ran wide after the whatever point is that left-right wiggle on the 6 point.
So into the DRS zone, up into Ascari. Coach is going to have a pretty good chance here as he come out of it. See if he can keep the tow line.
Yeah, I mean, he could literally just sit behind him for ages if he wants to, as long as he stays in the DRS.
Go to the right there, 0.5 the gap. Will he be able to catch him? Coach improving. It looks like T-Mac got a decent amount of speed there, and he holds that lead. Red Panda retired from the session. Ferrari is off the back there. As you can see, parked right in the middle of the track. Oh my god. So Red Panda hitting it into the wall and landing dead center of the track. CK in the racing point just managing to avoid it. Oof, that would have been ugly. Okay, so and it looks like that car is still there in the middle of the track. Combat's going to have to be careful. No. It's just disappeared then, so Red Panda's now left the session. It was just behind Parabolica, right dead center of that straight.
Not the best of places.
No, CK almost collecting it as he came through. Right, 14, Combat Rat in first, Shrimp 6.4 seconds behind. T-Mac trying to make up that gap, 4.1, and Coach right on the heels. The 0.7 gap. I don't think he'll be able to catch him by the end of the straight here, but it'll definitely close it up.
So the DRS is so powerful here that you can sit behind someone as long as you're within that 1 second gap. I mean, it's a bit cat and mouse. You'll catch them up, you'll overtake them, and then they'll stay behind you, then overtake you. And you really have to just try and break the 1 second gap if you actually want to get anywhere. If not, there's no point. You might as well just sit behind the person almost if you don't have the speed to actually get past them.
Oh, CRX did a really good switch back there, but couldn't hit the brakes in time, so he's had to go through the escape road. So Jacob's made up that position. Unfortunate.
It's missing a bit of a plate as well.
Okay, so the closest gap is still the one you're watching. 0.6 between CRX and Jacob Meister. Trying to battle for that 8th position. Coach up there with 0.9, trying to get that 3rd place back. Combat Rat in the lead, but he still has to pit. And
CRX and... Oh
my god.
Jeez.
And the broadcast camera just memed us. Ugh, you're kidding. They just got out of frame.
So what happens then she's...
they're still on the side of the track. CRX in the middle of the track, Jacob way off.
Yeah. But CRX and Jacob were alongside each other. And I think, well, one of them didn't know the other one was there essentially, and they sort of just turned into each other and they both went flying into the wall.
Yeah. Damn broadcast camera. It seriously, they just came past the broadcast camera and it didn't switch in time.
Yeah.
Just saw the aftermath jumping on board with the Williams and Racing Point. Unfortunate for those two. Looks like that's probably going to get investigated.
No safety car by the game. Nice.
No, why would you do that? Mercedes got to save fuel. Leave it parked in the garage. Yeah, Red Panda, what happened to you, man? Didn't quite see the accident, but we saw you parked dead center of the track. Saw the wheel folded over. It must have been a big one. Coach trying to maintain his gap. The T-Mac doesn't want to let him get away too much. The laps are dwindling down. He's going to want to have to keep himself in a good position so that when it's ready, he can pounce on it. Red Panda clipped gravel on the exit. Ah, yep, that'd do it. Gravel is not forgiving in this race. Oh, sorry, in general. But in Monza, with the amount of speed that you carry. Which is interesting, because if there was anybody that would be able to handle it, it'd be him. Red Panda showing us his Tokyo drift skills back at Hungary. At that point I gave up and let it happen. Yeah, fair enough, mate. Lap 16, you probably got tired there. Would have been easy. Oh, you're on hards. So Combat Rat still out on track with those medium tyres. There he goes, sorry, into the pits now. So Shrimp overtakes. T-Mac and Coach do the same. So Combat will exit in front of Sea Carrot. But will his pace on the soft tyre be able to catch him up 10 laps? That's going to be a good question. We'll have to monitor it as the situation goes. Exits out, looks like 15 seconds behind Coach, 17 seconds behind Coach. His Impulse overtakes Sea Carrot there on the straight. Very good job there on the power driver. Now Coach has brought this gap down to 0.3 as they come into the second of the Lesmo corners. It's like the one yellow flag, except McLaren triggered it. And that. Go into Ascari. Look at this DRS. Backs off a little bit. Doesn't want to go too bold because he can definitely bin it as you come out through here. T-Mac gets a pretty good exit. Increases the gap to 0.5. Coach trying his very best to hold on. So he's in a prime position now. Let's see if he'll be able to catch him. T-Mac knows what to do. He'll put himself in the centre. T-Mac chooses the outside. Works in his favour. Coach doesn't go for the late break.
Yeah, he probably was just about close enough that he could have gone for it if he'd wanted to, but there's no point taking unnecessary risks really, so.
Still plenty more laps to go. He's got everything to play for. Combat Rat 16.9, 17 seconds. Fine Coach there. I'm not sure if he'll be able to make that up. As the tyres start to degrade. Coach is right up the back of the Toro Rosso now.
Kind of a lag and T-Mac nearly glitched back into corners, so it's a bit scary.
T-Mac getting such a better exit out of those corners though. 0.4 the gap now.
Is closer this time though. Definitely closer.
0.3. Will Coach be able to close it up? Yeah, he definitely will. T-Mac puts himself on the right side of the track, however, which will close off that turn. Oh God, a bit of a cut there, mate. And it's going to cost him time. He's scrubbed. Coach will take the position. Oh, hold
side by
on.
side.
Side by side. Side by side. Still side by side as I come into the second technical. And this could be...
Conley's
Oh,
can't got a
the
better line for
trading...
it.
Oof, T-Mac having to take the short route.
Yep. No, it's reverse one.
Now T-Mac's going to have to hold the gap there.
It's cutting quite a lot, but it's probably acceptable.
So, a little bit of an update. Lap 19 of 27 in combat has got that gap from 19 seconds to 12.6. So could we see a comeback from the Mercedes?
I don't think they'll catch them unless they actually make an actual mistake going forward. Interesting to see that after all this, Shrimp is to actually lead in the race though.
Yeah, Combat Rat sets the fastest time there with a 122.1.
I mean, even 2 seconds a lap faster, if, say, Combat did the lap that fast, I mean, we'd only just come to the back of them, like, at the end of the race, so I don't think he'll get any further than 4th, unless the others make mistakes, obviously.
So lap 20 of 27, 7 laps to go. Shrimp with a 5.4 gap lead. It's pretty comfortable. All he has to do is maintain his focus and he'll probably have the win.
Yeah, he can sort of coast to the end in a way. Oh, T-Mac makes a mistake.
He's off into the gravel there. So that gap's going to extend. Will he be falling out of DRS?
Yep, he is
1.5. So he's got just until the front, just until the end of the parabolica. Here it is here. And no, he will not have DRS.
It could prove decisive. Depends if he can be fast enough and just sort of gun it a bit and catch back up, but it's going to set him back at 2 or 3 laps trying to catch back up to get back in the DRS and try overtake again, I suspect.
So 9 drivers left in this race, 6 laps left to finish. Shrimp still in the lead. Doing a great drive, I must say. 5-second gap, quite comfortable. Combat Rat slowly but surely making up that time. Will be enough. We'll have a look. On board with Combat.
T-Max gained 2 or 3 tenths. He still have the DRS.
Racing Point there in 9th. Trying to catch Zudix. See if he can get his position back. 0.3, now the gap. He's doing a really good job. See if he'll be able to do it. He'll get quite a heavy tow. Going up to the parabolica, and then of course the DRS if he stays behind.
Pretty close, so should be fairly easy.
Let's have a look. There's the rapid increase in KPH. Will he be able to make it into the middle of the corner, but he has to remember to brake. Oh, he pulls the pin too early. Decides to take the
I
safe
reckon
route.
he could have made that, I think.
Yeah. Decided to pull the pin. It's fine. Teammate dropping back by 2 seconds now. So coach might have just got away with this.
Yeah, it looks like it. It is surprising actually how late you can break into turn 1 if you just nail the braking zone. But you just have to nail it like exactly to get it. I think it was about 2 or 3 years ago. I think I did a Danny Rick that corner and got past 2 cars by braking like so last minute. I don't know how to stop the car, but that was back in the good old days when I was actually good at these games.
Not got skills. What are you going to do about it? CK80 trying to catch up. Zudix there. He was drifting on those medium tyres with that tow line. Here we go. He's going to try and make the overtake on the Parabolica, or will he go for the DRS down the main straight? But if he does do the DRS down the main straight, which he's going to have to resort to, he's going to have to be brave and try and brake late. Let's have a look. 0.4 the gap.
The DRS in 0 for some reason. I'm not sure if it was intentional. Nope.
Oh my god, oh my god. He goes way too deep. Zudik's going to take that and run away with it.
He didn't hit him at least, so I suppose that's me thing.
Yeah, that's obviously a good move. 3 seconds now the gap between him and Zudix. Unfortunate. It'll be a hard time making that up.
Yeah, so it looks like nothing really. The gaps have all extended, but interestingly, the gap out front has dropped to me 3 seconds now. So Connolly's hammering it, trying to catch up, but I don't think he's going to catch up though. He's definitely reducing that gap pretty fast. So what was it before? And if you laps were like 5.4 or something?
Yeah, I think it was around the 5 second mark.
Yeah, no, it's like 3, so... I mean, I don't know, it's possible I made a mistake, I haven't been watching.
24 of 27. And that with a 3 second time penalty. It's going to come down to the wire soon. Will Shrimp be able to hold his composure and win? Gaps between first, second and third are almost identical now. Oh, we've got a sector 2 yellow flag. Matt is off the track. As he rejoins. Unfortunate for him. Oh, teammate getting a little bit drifty. Coach bring it down 2 seconds now, but it's only 1 lap to go, so I think as it stands Shrimp will take this.
Yeah, most likely Shrimp makes a mistake. He's probably driving super conservatively because he doesn't want to push things or make a mistake or get a penalty.
Well, Shrimp has just had hot lap on the ERS there to try and get away. Coach has brought it down to 2 seconds. Still this lap and the next to go.
Didn't Shrimp win the season or something? I can't remember.
Shrimp's first place. No, he has never won a race. His best position was second in Hungary.
Upwards and onwards. Only 1.5 lap to go.
Poles with a 3-second time penalty.
Oh, that will cost him. Was 3. He'll lose a spot. So,
Gap is now 1.7. For all that is holy, if Coach could close this gap before the end of the lap, we would be in for quite a ride. 1.5.
Neither of them really have any errors, so see, but
Shrimp's trying to save up his. Coach just put his up all the way. 1.4 is now the gap. This is going to be the bit of the race to watch. Look how close this is now. Will Shrimp crack under pressure? Or will he ride it home? Coach now 1.2. 1.1.
Some of the ship breaks a bit. Slight mistake by Shrimp.
Down into the 0.9. Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen. Are we about to see Coach pull off an amazing drive to come up into this thing? He's in the DRS zone. It's going to help him. It's quite a long drive into Ascari. The key section will be whether or not Shrimp can navigate faster through the Ascari technical than Coach does. My god, Coach has his foot firmly planted onto the ground, gets great exit speed. Oh my god, here we go. Can he catch him up with the toe to the end of Parabolica? I don't think so. I think Shrimp will maintain it, but Mike, oh, Coach trying to get really late there. He's got great exit speed there. Oh my god, he drifts. No. Oh no, that final corner betraying him.
Attempt, though.
Oh.
Solid attempt.
Oh, tell you what. Absolute respect to Coach. What a drive at the end. I honestly thought he was going to catch him. But
yeah, I think one more lap and you would have got him.
Yeah, but he obviously pushed so hard that the tyres started to give way and just fighting.
I suspect what Shrimp was doing, he was trying to drive conservatively, not make any mistakes, get penalties, etc. Whereas Connie would just go for it, just like whatever YOLO kind of thing.
It almost worked out for him. I tell you what. If it wasn't for that drift, I think he might have caught him. See, Carrot gets a 5-second time penalty for unserved.
At least it would have been like a photo finish.
Yeah, it would have been pretty close. Great drive. Unfortunate for Team Mac, but he still picks up a decent amount of points there. Third on the podium. Combat Rat in 4th. Impulse in 5th. Sea Carrot in 6th. Matt in 7th. CK80 and Nathan Zudix down there in 9th. 4 DNFs for this race. Unfortunate there. Quite a massive accident between Jacob and CRX, which hopefully we'll have some onboards to look at for that. But great drive by Shrimp to take the win. And an even more excellent try from Coach to try and catch him. But geez, that last corner, just a little bit too much.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think even with that wiggle, I don't think it would have got him, but it would have at least been a photo finish.
Just lap it up there, Shrimp. You deserve it. Great drive.
Nice one.
Alright. So, here we go. Tier 2 race done and dusted. That's going to put us there. Shrimp there in 1st position. Coach coming up in 2nd, just behind. Team Mac in 3rd. Combat Rat in 4th. And the rest of the grid behind. So, unfortunate drive there for Skins and Red Panda, as well as CRX and Jacob. But they did try their best. So, Team Mac has got a little bit of checking to do. Just a couple of braking zones went wrong there, but sure he'll be able to improve. Okay, so that's another broadcast weekend done and dusted. Hopefully you enjoyed that one, guys. I'm Kuno Zero. This has been Nut, and we will catch you on the next one.
Yep, see you.
I'm still waiting for the answers to the universe, waiting for someone to wake me up, tell me that this is all just a dream. I'm still waiting for a different sign, waiting for someone to take me away, get these thoughts off my mind.